We welcome you back into the Pioneer postgame where the Pioneers win 73-62. Joined by that guy, J.T. Burton, as the Pioneers pick up their second straight win. They get a win against a gritty, gutty Newberry team. And, Coach, back and forth. It's kind of the way we expected it to go in that first half. I really felt like, they came out early, I think, in a man. Then they really went into that zone. We really got patient and calmed down. Really took good shots. Was really proud of our shot selection in the game.
Yeah, as we were just talking off air, I know we shot 28 threes. Our goals is 20 or less, but you got to take what they give you. And I thought they did a really good job of not taking some bad threes, but taking the opens one, the ones that they gave them. Josiah Morrison, he was 4 for 8, 50%. So that's right up his alley. He sees zone. Even Kobe Thunderbird, he did a really good job of coming off bench and going 2 for 5. So I thought we did a really good job, and then trying to drive them late, to get to the line.
There's lots of times in a game for us this year, when we were kind of struggling, finding ourselves, we weren't getting those shots to fall. And I think what we're seeing here of late is, when you need a bucket, a possession to finish with some points, something, we're starting to get that. We're starting to see that. And you continue to preach that to me. I haven't been listening. It's like I've been sitting in the congregation, and I haven't been listening a whole lot. But I'm starting to see us, pay off with some possessions that end positively.
Yeah, we shorten the lineup, as you know, but possessions have become more important because, we got to value the ball. I seen a stat the other day my assistant Nick Porter showed me. We're last in Division II in transition. It's dead last. But the reason why is because, you go look at transition bucket. We only have 2. They only have 2. Yeah. We're not a transition team. We're a half-court orient team. And when you get into conference play, no matter the record of either team, you got to be able to execute. And I thought that's one thing that we've gotten better at, especially, because we've seen, again, we played. You go look at the standings in the region. We played the top 10 teams. Yeah. So we've seen it all. Yeah. And when you see that, I think those guys are really getting calmed down and understanding that what teams are going to throw at us and how we got to execute. And we've done a really good job of that today.
Hey, second half was nip and tuck. You hit that shot right at the end of the first half. That was brilliant. One. You put Morris back in, and he hits that 3. And that's what I'm talking about. We're getting into situation, execution, and those types of things, and starting to figure it out. Josiah's becoming our new James West, in a way. But in the second half, you used the first run to build a double-digit lead, and you did that because of contesting just about everything they threw at you offensively in that second half.
T.J. Printup.
Yeah,
he had, 2 or 3 blocks, and it was huge. The kid right there, once he gets settled in, he understands it. And in a zone, he got mixed up at one time where he got sunk in and kicked through the ball at the other end. But, he did a really good job of contesting. I thought Josiah Morris had done a really good job of defending as well. He got a couple of blocks. And because he's 6'7", he's time. Yeah. And I think these guys, like I told you before, I just hope time don't run out on us because these guys is going to, what we should have done, I'll say it every day, in October and November and maybe early December, we're doing now. And, I think that, defensively, we put a huge emphasis on contesting shots. We put a huge emphasis on defending in the half court, and I thought we done a really good job of it, man.
They came out in the second half a lot more aggressive, and they got some second chances. They are great at getting after the offensive glass. And we had some foul trouble with our guys in there, and I think a little bit of that we kind of shied away. Regardless, they still are a very aggressive offensive team, and you still limited them to, 16 per something like that in the second half. Held them just 33% in the second half and just 19% from three-point territory in the second half on second chance opportunities.
Yeah, and they score, I think it was a stat of 38% of their points off second chance. That's high.
Yeah.
So the one thing we did is really good job, and we should have done a poor job of rebounding, but keeping them off offensive boards. But the one thing we did is not, you might give them that second chance, but that third and fourth chance shot we can't give them. We did a really good job of that, and especially when we got in foul trouble. I put Hobbs went small, but TJ rebounds the ball because his jump. Him coming off the floor is big. So you go look at the stats. When I went in the locker room, our goal is 33% from the field. It really is. Yeah. And 28% from the 3. But if you can hold a team to 33% from the field, 16% from the 3 as a game, and they shoot 9 more shots than you did, that means you playing some really good defense.
Yeah, that's why you guys really contested their second chance opportunities today. And, you've already brought him up, and I just wanted to focus on Josiah because I think, Mars Hill game, he was catalyst for us. He was a reason why we're there. And I think he's getting a lot more comfortable, and you continue to talk about just a comfort zone. Here's a guy that is not only a three-point shooter for us. Because of his size, he's able to drive into the paint and create some easy looks, too.
At the beginning, you go look back, and he would turn the ball over a lot when he made those drives. Now he's getting a lot more comfortable. He's a student of the game. He always asks a question. And this kid works out. He's been the most consistent since he's got here. He got here early, got here when school started. And this kid has been very, very consistent of getting in the gym and working on his game. I mean, this is every day.
Yeah.
And so with that being said, it's kind of showing. And especially today, that timeout, going into halftime, drew up a play, and he knocked it in. I mean, it's just confidence. And then, the block shots, and he's doing a lot better of communicating and rebounding. So when he brings that other element to our team, it's unbelievable.
I like watching this team right now. I liked watching them before, but
Yeah.
I like watching how this team has really come together. I mean, it's a lot of fun to see it, but I wish I could mic Hobbs. Wish I could mic up Jordan during a game just to listen to them, how they communicate on defense.
No, Hobbs, I've told you, Hobbs is like, you got to have him on the court.
Yeah.
And his numbers are way better on the road than home. But the scoring on the road helps us, obviously. But on the road, at home, his communication and telling everybody where to go is more valuable.
Yeah.
It's almost like, okay, I'm not scoring, I don't have to shoot the ball, but I'm going to get you guys in places to be successful. And again, out of the timeout, he said, Coach Late, he said, let's do this, and we got Akeem the ball. And I don't mind because I trust him and he trusts me. And Hobbs, man, it's a long story about me and that kid go way back, man, when he was coming out of high school. So Hobbs is huge for our team.
You got to start taking care of business. You got to start doing scoreboard watching. Here in the month of February, you're phenomenal. 28-7 now at your record, 18-3 over the last 3 years. But we got to go on the road. We only have 2 road wins. We go on the road Wednesday, and you look at the scoreboard and then the way it looks. Newberry's below us, so you needed this win today. Wise is below us, so you got to take care of business when you go on the road. But Wise is not going to be easy. They're playing good basketball. They do win on the road at Mars Hill. Not an easy place to play, and that's who we have on Wednesday.
Brian, I'm going to enjoy this. I swear, sometimes I forget. Today I ask them what day it is. They laugh at me. Because with this team, we go one game at a time, and I forget when it's Wednesday or Saturday, but that's a tough place to play. Really nice facility. We have to go up there. We got to execute. We're playing some really good ball right now, especially defensively. And, we go up there. We got to execute. We got to stay out of foul. We got to stop fouling.
Yeah.
As much as we stay on the referees and everybody may disagree, they're not perfect, but we have to do some things.
We are
fouling. Yeah, we're fouling on some of those things, most of them. So we have to do a better job of not fouling, especially on the road. But, we got to go up there. We got to execute, and because they got a good team.
Good win.
Hey, man, thank you. Ooh.
Yes, sir. I'm listening. I'm in the congregation. I'm listening.
Please stay with us, man.
I'm here.
Stay with me.
Spider coach J.T. Burton. She's the second winningest coach in school history. Gets the win against Newberry today. We'll come back. Final thoughts when we continue. Your final, Tusculum 73, Newberry 62. Pioneer basketball continues, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan on the Pioneer Sports Network.